Hi everyone, I'm Tom. I'm a member of the Wild Church and I have been for about 10 years. Just wanted to tell you a little bit about how I became a Christian and what life's been like since then. So, I grew up in a Church of England school and I always knew that God was real but was never really that interested in him. Church was on a Sunday, sport was on a Sunday, so I played sport. And that was how life kind of worked until I was about 15. At 15, my sport switched to a Saturday, but the biggest impact was my best friend died. And a friend that I had at the time in the local village was going on to a youth group that was run by a church. They kind of took me along, and eventually I realised that these people were normal, they were friendly, and they actually really cared about me. Now, when my friend died, I'd been looking for answers, I'd been looking for reasons behind what was going on. The church youth group was attached to a church on a Sunday, and eventually I ran out of excuses to not go on a Sunday. So I went on the Sunday, and again felt this kind of love from the people that I was spending time with. But I wasn't ready to kind of see God as a God and a father. I was still thinking church is just a bunch of people. It's not really that real to me. I want something personal to make it real to me. I'd agreed to go on a festival, like a youth festival, over the summer, and I was really looking forward to the time because it was a lot of time where I could play some sport with friends and do things that I wouldn't normally get to do at home. Before we went to the festival, right at the end of the football season, I twisted my knee, which meant I couldn't really walk. I spent some time on crutches, and my brother was gutted because I couldn't play sport with him. I was gutted because I just couldn't do anything. And the festival was kind of, I saw it as I'm going, but I can't really do anything while I'm there. This festival was a festival with the church, and it was aimed at young people who believed in Jesus. I wanted to go to a seminar. Even though I didn't really believe, I wanted to go to a seminar about sport. And the youth leader at the time basically said, no, I don't want you going to that. You're going to this one, which was a seminar about healing. And I was kind of sceptical. Didn't really know what to think of that, but I went anyway because they wouldn't let up. And it showed that they cared about me. So I went to this seminar. They prayed for healing of my knee. So people were in the room, they were praying for my knee, but the pain didn't get any better straight away. But for the rest of the day, my knee shook every time I kind of was standing still or sitting still. My knee was just shaking. And I went in the evening. They had these big, almost meetings where there was a few thousand people in one big tent. And during the music there, all of a sudden, all the pain that was in my knee just disappeared, like that, just gone. And I kind of saw it as that's really weird. And my friend at the time turned around to me and went, that's a sign. That's the sign you want. That's God showing you he's real. So at that point I became a Christian. I said, actually, no, God, I really want to follow you. I want you to be part of my life, and I want my life to be in honour of you. That was 15 years ago. And since then, I've had some ups and downs. I've had illnesses, I've had injuries. But since then, God's always been with me. He's been walking through tough times, and he's been walking through the good times with me. And actually, I wouldn't have changed anything. I've enjoyed the times where obviously it's been good, and I've enjoyed the times where it's been hard. But I've known through those times that God loves me, and He cares about me, and the people that He's put in my life care about me. If this has kind of said anything to you and spoken to you at all, I would urge you to speak to the people around you. Speak to someone you know who might be connected with a church. Email the World Church and search for some answers, because I can honestly tell you it was the best decision I ever made. And it was a decision that actually took other people caring about me and kind of giving me the knowledge to do. So yeah, that's my story. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I really hope that that it will help you to look into who God is and what He has done for you.